Hey guys, welcome back. I just wanted to quickly walk you through kind of my everyday hair routine and show you the products that I use and the basic way that I style my hair. And it's actually how it is right now. I just have it parted to the right and kind of over my shoulder, but it's basically just like very loose waves. But if you see my natural hair texture, it is extremely poofy when I just kind of let it air dry. It has a lot of natural texture, but it's also quite fine. So this is my hair kind of completely air dried and before I've styled it at all. So the first thing that I'll do is I will usually let it air dry completely, and then I will brush through it before I style it. And the brush that I use, I talked about in my hair care routine video. It's the Wido, I don't know how to pronounce it, but this is what it looks like. It's a really nice wooden bristle brush, and it gives kind of a nice scalp massage when you use it. So I just brush all the tangles out of my hair and make sure that it's ready to have product put into it and a curling iron put into it. So then after I have brushed through it, I will take some of the Intelligent Nutrients leave-in conditioner, and a pretty generous amount. I like this stuff a lot because it doesn't leave any kind of residue in the hair at all, but I do feel like it adds some moisture back in. And also I like to think that it's kind of a heat protectant, although it probably isn't. I don't use a flat iron and I don't blow dry my hair, so I like to think I'm not heat damaging my hair all that much. But I put a generous amount of this all through my hair, mostly through the ends or kind of like the lower half of my hair. I don't tend to go too much closer to the roots just because those are the parts that get oily first. So yeah, I just put a generous amount of this in, and it kind of absorbs into the hair very quickly, and I don't really need to let it dry before I take a curling iron to it, maybe for a couple minutes. So then I will take just a hair clip and pin, I will divide my hair into two sections. I will pin half of my hair up in a hair claw just to get it out of my face, and then I will divide the lower half of my hair into 4 sections. So I'll first divide it in half and bring those 2 halves around, and then I'll divide each of the halves into 2. So it's 4 curls on the bottom. So, and I pin the piece that I'm not using just up in another clip so it's out of the way. And the curling iron that I use every day, I have 2. I have kind of this bigger one. This is probably a 1 3/4, 1.5 or a 1 3/4 barrel Conair curling iron. This was literally probably like $12 at Target. It's extremely cheap, and I've had this one for a couple years now. And then I have a smaller one. I have like a 1.5. And for some reason I tend to not use that one really that much anymore. For no real reason except I've just gotten very comfortable with the curls that this bigger Conair one gives. So I don't use the clamp. I basically use it like a curling wand. So I'm sure that you've probably seen, or I don't know if you've seen, I'm assuming that people that watch my videos watch other YouTube videos. I don't know if that's true, but there's kind of 2 main ways to use a curling iron. You can use it with the clamp or without the clamp and just kind of as a barrel. And I have just gotten used to using it without the clamp, and that's what works for me. But I've also seen and tried to do tutorials where you do use the clamp to kind of curl it in, and then like you take it down and then you release the clamp on the curl and it pulls down, and I couldn't get comfortable with it. So this is my method. I basically wrap the hair away from my face around the rod, and it goes on this size barrel curling iron about 3 times around, and then I just hold it there for not too long, maybe 5 to 8 seconds, and then I release the curl and I kind of hold it and let it cool down very quickly in my hand, and then release it. And so that's kind of my basic method. And so I'll do 4 of those on the bottom, and then I let the top part down, and I part the hair down the middle, and then I basically do 4 more sections on top. So I first do the 2 front parts. Again, everything gets curled away from my face, and sometimes I'll alternate curls, but for the most part, I really just curl everything in the same direction. And I guess like it does kind of end up looking like one big wave, but I don't really care. I like the way that it looks. So I do the curl on the front curls on both sides away from my face, and my bangs are long enough now that they kind of curl nicely and they don't get a funny kink in them. But if they're cut too short or they've grown out too much, sometimes I'll need to take a flat iron to them so that they lay correctly. But the length that they are right now is perfect. And then I'll go ahead and go in the back and do the back 2 pieces. I have experimented with doing different more sections of hair. And I just find that it doesn't make that big of a difference for more effort. So I find that 4 on the bottom and 4 on the top is completely fine for me. So after I finish the curling, which literally takes less than 10 minutes, I've gotten really quick at it, I tend to let the curls cool down for a little bit. So I'll, go and make a cup of tea or, go start my makeup or whatever it is I need to do. And then once they've cooled down sufficiently, I will kind of take my fingers and kind of rake out the curls and tousle my scalp and kind of loosen everything up. And then I will go in with a teasing brush. I don't even know, this is just from Sally Beauty Supply. It's the Amped Up by Cricut teasing brush, I guess. I have another one that's much wider, but I've gotten used to using this kind of thin one. So my method for doing this, and I don't like to overdo it because I do think it's kind of a little bit damaging to your hair and can cause breakage, but I do like kind of the extra volume that it gives me kind of at the crown. So I'll start in that back portion and back comb a little bit there, just like 1 or 2 times, and then I'll move forward from there. So then I'll do the next section and then a tiny bit of my bangs, and then I'll let that down, and then I will do a little bit of teasing on the sides of my hair too to kind of give it some more oomph. Then I will give everything a quick spritz with the Intelligent Nutrients Perfect Hold Hairspray, and this is just my everyday hairspray. If I'm going out and I'm either doing an updo or I kind of need more hold, I'll use the Bumble and Bumble Does It All, but that's kind of more of a special occasion thing, and this is my more everyday natural non-toxic hairspray. So I kind of spray that all through and enjoy the aromatherapy benefits of Intelligent Nutrients products, and then I will go in with some John Masters Organics hair pomade, just a tiny little bit on the ends of my fingers, and I will comb that through the bottoms of my hair to just kind of give some definition and a little bit of pieciness, and to make the ends not look dry if they do look dry. So that is basically it for my everyday hair routine. I end up doing this every other day, every 2 days, and on the days that I'm not doing this, I will put dry shampoo in my scalp to extend the life of the style. But this is, pretty much what I do, just an everyday style, and I will wear it out at night, just do more teasing, and yeah, that's really about it. So thank you guys for watching. I hope that you enjoyed seeing how I do my hair on a regular basis, and I'll look forward to seeing you guys really soon. Thanks for watching. Bye. This stuff is like my holy grail shampoo and conditioner, I gotta be honest with you. Quite pricey. This is